It's my pleasure to introduce you all with the participants. Dr. Ankur Dumka is working as Associate Professor and in charge in Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Women Institute of Technology, Dehradun. He is having more than 12 years of experience with industry and academic. He is having more than 74 research papers in reputed journal and conferences. He authored 5 books with reputed publishers like Taylor and Francis. He contributed 13 book chapters. He published 10 patents with 5 granted. He also contributed as coordinator and member of academic expert committee of Smart City Dehradun. He is also in the capacity of editor and editorial board member of many Scopus and reputed in international journals. I welcome you, sir, and I thank you from the organizers for accepting our invitation for being expert in this session. Now, I request you to share your wisdom with us.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the such a introduction and such a nice, I can say, whatever you have told about me. So I would first of all I would like to thank all the organizers, especially Vishal Gaur sir. I'm associated with him from the last 1 year, and he's keep on doing such type of activity at a very large scale. So I would like to thank all the organizers, to you, ma'am, and Vishal Gaur sir, and to entire team. So let's start our session with on computer vision. So let me share my file.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So let's discuss about the theme of what my entire presentation is all about is something about the computer vision. So I have given it the name, the psychology of computer vision, and it's the foundation of the artificial intelligence. So I have just molded the topic something like this one: foundation of artificial intelligence and the psychology of computer vision. So before starting with the session of computer vision, let us discuss what the computer vision exactly is. So if you are seeing this, the video which is running at the top left corner of this particular presentation, where the players are playing football, and it is capturing the image. Our camera is capturing the image, what that particular person is, and what is his distance, how he can kick it out, and where he should go. All these things is being covered with a computer vision. So apart from this, let's discuss before starting with the computer vision, what my perspective is. Let's discuss what the computer vision and what are the real-time examples that you have came across with the computer vision. Then we will discuss how the things goes on. So one of my friend was in USA, and he was discussing something like this one. He was having a walk at the morning, and while walking they are seeing a particular plant. So they were suspicious that this plant is somewhat poisonous. So let's check it out. So they just take out their phone, click a photo of that particular plant, and their phone shows that is a certain sort of Google application, and that particular photo shows that yes, this plant is poisonous, and it is under this category, and it is this level of poisonous, something like that. It giving the entire description of that particular plant. So this is something, the example of the computer vision, that clicking a photo and that photo, capturing that photo, extracting the object from that photo, and based on the predetermined data set that it is calculating that what is the different properties of that particular plant. Some more example. Tesla car was very well known in US. So he was saying that he was moving with his friend, and while coming out from the restaurant, that particular car is parked somewhere out at a far glance, and he just, from his phone, he just sent a message, and that particular car get out from that particular parking and just come up to them. And all this is something, the automation of that particular car, the detection of where it should move, how it should move, where the car should go, and all these things is a part of computer vision. Similarly, if we are seeing this video which is running at the top left of my first page, here the players are playing the football, and how they are moving, how their legs are moving, what is their distance, when they have to shoot it out. These all being recognized by means of computer vision. So you can say that computer vision is also can also be analyzed as a image processing, but image processing with the features of the deep learning, with the features of algorithm like CNN, RNN embedded into it, which can predict the future direction of how the things can be done, how the future planning can be done. That is something, the concept of the computer vision in a very layman language. In a very layman language, those who are familiar with the concept of the image processing embed with the machine vision, embed with the concept of the deep learning, with certain algorithm like CNN, RNN, that are used to take the previous data set and used to analyze what can be their future action. That can be that is the part of the computer vision. So what are the different perspectives in terms of computer vision? So what it is doing, it is just extracting the object from the images, whatever is there of their uses, and these particular objects can be based on the two parts. One can be classified, one can be prediction. So basically we are going with the classification part. Classification part is further divided into the learning phase, where the learning phase can be of three types: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement. So we are focusing more on the supervised learning. So supervised learning is again can be classified into two parts. One is regression and classification. Again, for regression, we should have a certain sort of predicting relationship should be there. So which needs certain sort of symmetry, and using this regression type of technique, in all the cases it is very hard. So we generally go with the classification type of part. So over here in terms of computer vision, we are more focused on this classification part. So let's come ahead. Now in this slide, if you are seeing the video which is running at the left, at the right bottom, at the right middle part, there are certain things which are capturing on a real-time basis. It is detecting the car. This is something the car, so it is showing it as car. There are trees, so it is showing capturing the images as trees. Buildings at the side, it is detecting the buildings on a side. Again, all the cars, if there is cycle, bicycle, so it is detecting the cycle. This is some board, and it is detecting each and every part. Say for example, grass, road. So this is something that computer vision is. It is just capturing the image from the real-time object. This is something, the concept of the smart city also. Most of the cities are implementing a smart city, since I was the coordinator of the smart city. So they are also working on this type of concept, taking the real-time image of from a camera, which this camera is being attached with certain sort of computer vision technique, where it is detecting how much traffic is there, what type of car is moving, if there is some suspicious person who is moving around. Say for example, any person who is peeping on each and every car at the parking at a particular mall. So that particular camera detects this person is not a genuine person who is searching for his car. So it will directly intimate the particular security guard to go at that particular place and just remove that particular person. So this is somewhat the functionality or the I can say the building vision of the computer vision, which has make it one of the emerging technology in terms of research and all this part. So our roadmap of our entire this presentation is starting with the introduction phase, which I termed as phase 0, which says what is computer vision versus human vision, how these are correlated or differentiated with each other, why computer vision is difficult. First of all, why it is difficult? When I am saying it is one of the future aspect of the or the research aspect of the coming trend of in terms of research. So there should be some of the other difficulties. So what are the difficulty with the computer vision? Then the relationship between the computer vision and the AI futures. Second, I have divided into second phase. The system of the computer vision is image acquisition, how we can acquire the image, pre-processing the image, feature extraction from the image, detection and segmentation of an image, recognition and interpretation, and etc. So these phase 1 is dealing with the image processing part, where any camera which is clicking any photo, so it is acquiring that particular image. So the first step of this is image acquisition. Pre-processing, it is processing that particular image at the back end, extract the features what is necessary and segregate the other. So how it is being done, we will discuss in the subsequent slide. Then detection and segmentation, detect and then segment it on say for example in cluster wise based on certain properties and all this, how this being done, and recognition and interpretation. Then finally we have to recognize and interpret it and what type of image it is. Now third phase is digitizing the visual scene. Now once our image has been recognized and interpreted, we have to visualize it. So what are the different techniques how we can digitize our visual scene? So image, vision system, pixels and resolution, how all this works. Then next is your phase 3, that is our application part, where different types of application where this our computer vision is can be useful is somewhat the controlling process, navigation, detecting events, organizing information, modeling objects and environment, interaction, automatic inspection, and many more are there. So what are these things? If say for example I can click a real-time image or a moving video, from the moving video I can extract, say for example now our this police part who wants to trace out a certain image from a particular video in order to find out the culprit. So that is also being done by means of computer vision. They can analyze what type of image it is, how it is reacting, so that is a particular person who has done the theft. So this is something the controlling, navigation, detecting event, organizing event, and these are the applications. So examples, some of the examples of the computer visions are object recognition, detection, 3D shape reconstruction, traffic monitoring, as I've already discussed, Smart City has already implementing this type of things. Industry robotics, I will show you how this our vision 4 is dealing with the robotics part. Line vision is dealing with the robotics part. Medical images, now the computer vision has find its application in much more in the medical images, right from the robotic arms to the 3D images, mammography, and all these are using this computer vision. Some coding experiment, this part I cannot cover at this moment because within this particular 2 hours I cannot cover up this coding experiment. Why I have embedded it out? The reason being, these are the area where the research can be done in terms of computer vision. So malaria classification, if you want to classify different types of malaria, cat and dog classification can be done, handwritten character recognition can be done. Say for example, handwritten character recognition is something in US, people do not used to go at the bank. They just take the photo of their check. So all the account detail has been mapped out by using this image recognition. Then they keep their sign, that particular sign is being verified. They just send that particular photo by means of their bank application to the remote, to their bank server, and from bank server it is just recognizing all the sign and the entire check part, all the features of that particular check by means of handwritten character recognition, and the check has been cleared out. Another example, say for example, if I want to copy sign or the formatting of any person, so I'm just saying that you just write some words and give the characters to me. So based on that particular how he is writing each and every word, I can formulate my own recognition how he will write his entire documentation. So that is something the handwritten character recognition. हमने पुरानी मूवी में भी आपने देखा होगा, कई बार क्या होता है कि कुछ वर्ड्स को देखते हुए हम लोग वर्ड्स बनाते हैं कि ये वर्ड उसने नहीं लिखा. That is something the handwritten character recognition. MNS IT digit detection algorithm, that is something related with the data set on digits, how the digits had been taken and how based on that digit we can recognize what can be his form of writing and all this part. So these are some experiment where the research can be done. Even computer vision, one of the best example of computer vision is, with respect to recent world, is the Google store which are running in US. they are not having a single person who is monitoring, who is collecting fees and all this part. They have a certain recognition system. You just press your card, you just enter into the their shopping complex. You are picking any item, then it will automatically recognize you and will deduct, automatically making the billing system. The moment you are just getting out from that particular Google store, they will automatically deduct the money. Say for example, if you take the any item and just again putting it back, it will again deducting it out. So it is entire automated system which is based on the computer vision, where the based on the image and this sensor based and all this technology, they are managing all this application. So these are some of the example of the computer vision. Now let's come up to our session 1, which is the introduction to computer system. Again, over here I have taken again a new video where a person who is moving on the street. Say for example, this is my robot and it is seeing the person who are moving ahead to him. So based on the camera, based on the image computer vision, it is just capturing the image of a person who are passing by, detecting what the person is, how far he is, what is his location. So based on all these parameters, that particular machine is deciding its further path. So whether he has to move left side, whether he has to move right side, whether he has to make a stop, pause, and all these things being done by means of this computer vision. So computer vision dealing from the all the end, seeing, analyzing the people, where the people is, based on the feature extraction, where to move, how much to move. Our automated driving vehicle, driverless, or we can say automated driverless vehicle, which are very much in demand in US and all European countries. That is based on all these features. It is just recognizing based on the camera. It is just capturing the image of any object which is moving forehead, backward, and based on that particular images prediction, it is just deciding where that particular vehicle has to move. So now what is computer vision? Computer vision is a field that includes method for acquiring, processing, analyzing, and understanding images. So as I have already discussed, it is just acquiring that particular image, processing of that image, analyzing of that image, and understanding images, known as image analysis, scene analysis, and image understanding. Duplicate the ability of human vision by electronically perceiving and understanding an image. So theory of building artificial system that obtain information from the image. So what I have to do by means of, if I am talking about only image acquisition, processing, analyzing, I am talking about image processing. But over here, by means of artificial intelligence, I have embedded the artificial intelligence and the concept of deep learning into the image processing in order to make it an intelligent image processing system, that is the computer vision. So theory of building artificial intelligence, building artificial system that obtain information from the image. So why I have embedded this particular deep learning or the artificial system into my image processing? In order to obtain the image information from that particular image. What type of information? Based on the previous step, what can be the further action that I have to take? That is something the information that is being adopted by means of artificial intelligence by that particular image. Image data can be take from can take many forms, such as video sequence. Video sequence is nothing else than the consecutive images which are running in a sequence manner. So I can extract any image from the video sequence. That images view from multiple cameras, 3D cameras, 2D cameras. I will give you, I can show you some example in my subsequent slides. Medical scanner and satellite sensor. So we can acquire any sort of image from these particular sources and can do anything, but whatever we want to do based on our requirement. So if you are seeing this photo below, if we can see this particular photo, my presentation visible? Okay, I think it's visible. Okay, thank you. So this presentation says there is two types of system. One, this numbering system, which is what computers see in an image. Whatever the image being captured by my computer is in this form. Now what this form is and what we see image is in this form. So how computer is changing this particular numbering form in this particular visible form. So how this thing is being done, what computer is doing, it is just this particular image, what the computer image which is showing, it is giving the numbers, which is giving the value of RGB, red, green, blue, and which shows their intensity, brightness, and all these parameters is being given by means of this particular tabular method. So what the computer vision and all this image, transforming this computer image into the real-time image is being done. What it is doing, it is doing the clustering based on certain values. Say for example, the values which are lower in their intensity, say for example 40 to 60 or 40 to 80, I am just segregating this 40 to 80 values in a separate cluster, cluster 1, and all the values from 80 to 120 are kept in a another cluster, which is say for example cluster 2. So cluster 2, which are having the high intensity, which is showing the intensity of a particular person. So all these features, all this cluster 2 is showing the images of a particular person, whereas the cluster 1, which are having the intensity from 40 to 80, is showing the images of a particular, say for example, tree or natural things. So in this way, clustering is done. So clustering, we can say clustering can be classified to represent any object. So this clustering is being done for representing any objects. In this way, the image classification is being done by means of clustering, by segregating of these particular values into different cluster based on the intensity, and this is how the image classification in computer vision works. Now, why is computer vision difficult? Now, there are 3 points. It is many to one mapping. Second is computationally intensive. We do not understand the recognition pattern. So taking one by one, many to one mapping. So there can be many objects of similar type which need only one mapping. Giving a very example, many to one mapping. Say for example, I am having one photo of me which need analysis. Any person has make a clone of my particular photo. So both the photo having the similar type of objects. Both the photo, and one person who is a hacker or who is want to do any sort of misinterruption is making a clone of my photo. So both the photo is having a similar type of object because both are clone type of photo, and based on the parameter, both are considered as similar. So then both these types of clone and this are need to be mapped into a single mapping. So what criteria need to be done? So this is certain sort of difficulty in terms of computer vision when such type of condition arises, when there are more than one type of similar object appear. So mapping of this type of similar type of object into a one part is one of the difficult part of the computer vision, which is being rectified by using algorithm like CNN, RNN, and all this type of thing. Second is computationally intensive. It's something related with the variation in output. Say for example, output can be based on, I have considered one output based on median based, another output is based on mode based or mean based, median and mean based. So while segregating the entire image into a single, say for example, I have one object of natural things or animals, one of human being. So for human being, I have classified based on median based, and for animals, I have categorized based on mean values. So when I want to cluster them together into a single image, what type of approach should I use? So in that case, the variation in output is one of the issues that is something that computationally intensive. Third is we do not understand the recognition system. So this is something dealing with the problem in recognition. Issues like, say for example, if certain object appear, say for example, my automated robotic car is running on a plain road, any dog, any animals or any person is running at a random. So recognize that particular item at an instant, at a glance, is one of the issue. One of the example of this, what has arrived Google 2 to 3 years back, there was an image where a cow was roaming at a jungle, and a particular camera, camera equipped with the computer vision concept, is capturing that image, and it recognized that particular image, the image of that particular cow, it gives as a bear. So why this is so? Why this is so? The reason being, the computer vision, the algorithm that we have implemented for bear and cow, we generally realize that cow don't roam at the jungle, at a very dense jungle. Most of the case, the surrounding which is equipped with particular trees is the probability of finding a bear is 90% rather than the cow. Cow is near about 1%. So at that time, that particular camera is unable to detect cow. It detects that particular animal as bear. So in that case, what they have implemented, they have now rectified that particular algorithm by using the background as well as foreground image detection. So it is taking the background, not only the background there is trees, okay, that goes on very fine. Based on that particular trees, there can be animals, but it is also detecting the foreground, that is particularly taking the cow, extracting it, segregating its entire mouth, their ears and all that part, their body, and based on that particular segmentation, it can detect that now it is a cow. So that is something that we do not understand the recognized system. That is the difficulty with the computer vision. So these are some of the difficulties that they have come across, and they have rectified it to a lesser, more extent. Now, what is the relationship between the computer vision and various other fields? So on a complete part, I can say computer vision is not a single system. It is being integrated with the machine vision, that is something the part of robotics, and with the image processing. So together, computer vision with machine vision and image processing, together these three are contributing for nearly each and every part, right from the artificial intelligence, control robotics, signal processing, physics, imaging, neurobiology, mathematics, machine learning, and can be many more. So how they are contributing to this artificial intelligence? By means of computer intelligence. The computer intelligence is the part of the artificial intelligence where the computer vision is giving the maximum part. For control robotic vision is the part where the computer vision is giving to its mode part. Robotic vision means, say for example, I have created some robot. So how that particular robot visualize the things and take the decision, that is being decided by this computer vision. Then signal processing, non-linear signal processing, multivariable signal processing, any signal which is processed can be seen, and then in that way it can be processed by means of non-linear or multivariable signal processing. In case of physics, optics is the part. Optics, wherever this reflection and all this thing goes, so definitely computer vision came into part. Imaging, smart cameras is one of the part of the imaging, where the smart camera is capturing the image. Neurobiology, biological visions. Mathematics, static, geometric, and optimization. These all are related with certain sort of contributing factor from machine vision, where the things from the previous part is being taken into consideration, which make the foundation for the future decision. Machine learning, cognitive vision. So these are the different areas which are being covered up by the computer vision, and these are the independent area which are being supported by the computer vision. Now the system of computer vision. So what is image? Image is the visual representation of something. We can say anything which can be visualized is something termed as image. The apparent reproduction of an image formed by lens or mirror system from reflection, refraction, or diffraction is something the image. Light waves, an object produced on a photographic material. A picture produced on an electronic display such as television or a computer screen. So all these are related with the image. Now concept and terminology of the image. So image is basically related with the pixels and resolution. How the image can be classified based on certain pixel. How we can how it is giving the resolution. So all these under the pixel and resolution. So the pixel. What is pixel? Pixel is the smallest element in a digital image. Normally the pixel pixel in the image correspond directly to the physical pixel on the sensor. An abbreviation of picture element, normally the pixels are so small that they only become distinguisher from one another if the image is enlarged. So pixel in this case, giving an example of a pixel, we can take the example of this particular image, how this particular image how this pixel is being represented. If I want to visualize this particular pixels, I have to enlarge the image, and this is somewhat the enlarged form of a particular pixel form. So how smaller are the pixel is? So pixel are the smallest element of a particular image that are used to denote any images. So the dimension of image are called x and y. So x correspond to images. Most of you are familiar with all this part. So I'm just winding it up in a very faster manner. So x corresponding to image columns, whereas y correspond to rows. And these are the pixels. So very small image with dimension 8 by 8 pixels. So these are 8 rows and over here 8 columns. So it is a 8 by 8 pixel image. So what is computer vision system concept? Computer vision is a technology to replace or complement manual inspections and measurement with digital camera and image processing. The technology is used in a variety of different industries to automate the production, increase production speed and yield, and to improve product quality. So basically where the computer vision is used, giving right from the bottling of a Coca-Cola bottle, जहाँ पे हमारी कोका-कोला की बोतल जा रही है, it is an automated process, it is just filling up the entire bottle. वो उसी समय वहाँ fill होना है जिस समय बोतल उस particular nozzle के नीचे हो. That is the certain functionality of the computer vision, how it is detecting that now this particular bottle is coming. Now this particular nozzle has to open. It is not exactly कि nozzle हमेशा खुला रहेगा और आपकी cold drink गिरते जा रही है. वही बोतल भरी तो दूसरी बोतल गिर रहा है. It cannot be the case. As the bottle comes beneath that particular nozzle, from where the cold drink is being entering into the bottle, उसके जैसी नीचे आएगी, at that particular instant of time only the nozzle has to open. Now how that particular nozzle recognize now the bottle has been coming? That is by recognizing a particular image. There is a camera which is detecting now the bottle is coming. It is just actuating or triggering that particular nozzle, and now the nozzle is open. As next bottle come, as the bottle fills out, it just again detect and it just again trigger that particular nozzle to close it down. So right from the industry, from any of the automation process, computer vision is one of the important aspects as far as industry and automation is concerned. Now, step operation of the computer vision. What are the different steps that are need for the operation in computer vision? So first is taking of an image. The preliminary step is we have to take an image, then processing and analyzing. Analyzing is image. Whatever we want to analyze, whatever we want to extract from that image is something that processing and analyzing of the image. Analyze the image to obtain a particular result. Then action, take action depending on the vision system's result. So whatever action need to be taken, say for example, if I am saying a Coca-Cola bottle is coming up from a particular sliding part or we can say roller, from the roller, it is just capturing that it is an empty bottle, now it's come into my picture. So whatever the action is being taken, it just actuating or triggering that particular nozzle. So that is the taking action depending on the vision system results. What are my vision system results? And then sending the result to the system in control of the process. So whatever the decision need to be taken, it need to be further communicated to that particular process. Now what need to be done? So all these, in this way the process goes on. Now step of operation computer vision, again taking images, analyzing object, analyzing image, send result, whatever the result is being given by analyzing the image is being sent, and based on that particular result action is being taken at any part. Then waiting for the new object, then it wait for the new object. As the new object come, again the image is being taken out, analyzing the image, and then send the result, and then again take the action. And this way this process keeps on repeating till the entire operation is being completed. So step of operation of computer vision is basically can be consolidated into 4 parts: taking image, analyzing image, sending result, and then take action. Now computer vision system types. The computer vision system can be categorized in different types, which it depends on which type of feature user need to extract. Now, depending upon the different type of application, say for example, right from the bottling plant of or filling plant of a Coca-Cola bottle to a robotics, we have different types of system. 1D vision system, 2D vision system or area scan, line scan vision system, 3D vision system. So say for example, line vision system can be used for robotics part. 2D system can be compare with the snake वाला गेम. लगभग पुराने नोकिया वाले फोन आते थे. अभी हम लोग सारे लोग all our faculties, so no one is young. तो अपने नोकिया वाले फोन में जो स्नेक वाला गेम आता था, that is a very good example of the 2D vision system. 1D vision system is the example of the Coca-Cola bottling plant. So how all this works, based on our requirement, we have to categorize into different vision systems. So what all the vision system, how this vision system works. So giving an example of taking the first part, 1D vision system, one-dimensional picture are those that containing only one dimension. So 1D is the one-dimensional picture that is having only one dimension, that is any object which is moving in a form of straight line comes under 1D vision system. So we will implement 1D vision system only at a place where there is a straight line or the objects are moving in a straight line. So this is only possible when you are dealing with a line, as only dimension you have is length. There is no other way out. There is only a single dimension, that is length. 1D vision systems analyze the digital signal one line at a time instead of looking at a whole picture at once. In other words, 1D vision system processes the image in a single plane, that is single axis at a time. So that's why 1D vision system works only at a place where the objects or the images are moving at a straight line. This technique commonly detects and detect on material manufactured in a continuous process such as paper, metals, plastic and other non-woven sheets or roll goods. So why this vision system is being used out? One of the best advantage of the vision system, 1D vision system or the vision system, is their cost identification type of process, where a single loss will lead to a major setback to an entire operation of a particular company. Say for example, अगर Coca-Cola की बोतल में नोजल खुलने का टाइमिंग 2 मिनट भी डिफर होता है, so the amount of Coca-Cola being wasted within half an hour to 10 minutes के अंदर, it is a major havoc. बहुत बड़ा सेटबैक, बहुत बड़ा लॉस होगा उस कंपनी के अंदर. Similarly, प्लास्टिक या मेटल या पेपर के अंदर अगर वो कटने का प्रोसेस है, if there is certain sort of automated process where the paper is being cut into different pieces, अगर वो थोड़ा सा भी इधर से उधर हो जाएगा तो it would be a major setback. In that case, 1D vision system is a cost identification where single loss leads to a large loss. So sensing with precision value is the demand of 1D vision system, which make the precision value very high, and 1D vision system works only in whenever the objects are coming in a very straight line. Now 2D vision system, one type of picture you can came across in real life is the two-dimensional ones. The two-dimension depicted are length and width, and objects on a picture are flat. So most of the pictures, abhi 3D movie to ab start hui, most of the pictures and games which are being manufactured previously was based on the 2D vision system only. Example of such pictures are ancient Egyptian wall painting or images from the video game before the PlayStation area. Abhi PlayStation aa gaya, so that is coming up with a 3D dimension 3D vision system. Earlier to PlayStation era, जो हमारा snake वाला game चलता था Nokia phone में तो ज़्यादातर रहता था, and people used to play. पहले शुरुआत में snake वाला game ही सबसे ज़्यादा चलता था. It keeps on eating and increasing the length of particular snake. So that particular types of games is the example of 2D vision system where there are only two axes, one is X and one is Y. So where visual artist did not want or could not give a realistic representation of a space. So that is not giving the actual representation. Abhi 3D आने के 2D लगभग खत्म हो गया है. So 2D vision system processes the image in a flat plane with both X and Y axis at a time. Most common inspection cameras perform area scan that involves capturing 2D snapshot in various resolutions. Now, this is something the example of a chip, how the chip has been reducing its size, and our vision camera has can be provision into a smaller camera. पहले शुरुआत में बड़े-बड़े कैमरा रहते थे, बड़े-बड़े, because the size of the chip was very large. Now that was something 1944 by 2592. Then it has been reduced from 1600 to 1200. Now 768 to 1024, 640 to now 640 to 480, and in the near future might be it will be much more lesser. That will make the camera near about a thumb, even more less than a thumb, half of my thumb. So this is something the example of this why the vision system has been being used in recent year in most of the places, because the size of a camera and all these things goes on reducing day by day. Now line vision system is something where the robotics and all this work. Say for example, giving an example, another type of 2D machine vision line scan builds a 2D image line by line. So what, giving example, at this conveyor belt, say for example something is coming, this line light is focusing on this part, and this vision camera is just clicking the image and giving the line acquired, building the image in 2D form. And in this way, the robotics types of application, where the robotics type of application can be done, it is work in this form. So discussing the entire robotics part, how this thing is being done, it's a very long process. So I'm just giving you this is something. Say for example, if anything appear in this limelight, this vision camera detect and giving the image, building the image, and taking the decision based on this particular line light, whatever being passing out from this particular line light. So this is the something line vision. That's why the name has been done line vision. Whatever the vision is being captured from this line light. So this is something line vision system. Then our 3D vision system. Most of our nowadays, most of our videos, right from gaming part to our even the printers are working on the 3D vision system. So this 3D vision system working on 3 axes. One is X, Y, and Z. So means X means width, height, and depth. So it is focusing on the 3 dimension. 3 dimensional picture contain yet another dimension, that is depth in case of 3D vision system. This type is the most realistic one, as the depiction of object or environment resemble the way we see them through our own eyes. So this 3D vision system is something what we are looking from our eyes. Our eyes, say for example, I am looking at the almirah from my eyes. From a particular camera, I can see only X and Y axis. I can only see the front part of a particular almirah. But from the eye, I can see the depth of that particular almirah also. And same is the concept with the 3D vision system. While capturing the image of a particular almirah, it is just focusing not only the X and Y axis, it is also capturing on the depth of that particular almirah. So it is creating the 3D view image of that particular almirah, taking the front part as well as the back part and the side part. Painter uses technique of perspective, drawing distinct objects smaller and depicting angles as visible through one's point of view, while 3D movies use 2 images superimposed on the same screen. However, some such pictures give only the illusion of depth, as the canvas or screen always remain flat. So example of a 3D movie is Avatar, one of the movie that has been come into a 3D vision system. The moment I was seeing that movie, it was something like you are seeing that now the things has been coming to 5D and 7D even though. So 3D means it is showing the other aspect, the depth part of that particular image, and any say for example any animal is coming, it is representing that it is coming in a realistic image, because it is something like we are seeing from our eyes. So 3D vision system processes the image with X, Y, and Z axis as well as at the same time. 3D machine vision system typically comprise multiple cameras or one or more laser displacement sensors. Multi-vendor 3D vision in robotic guidance application provide the robot with path orientation information. These systems involve multiple camera mounted at different location and triangulation on an objective position in 3D space. So giving an example how this works, it is either it is taking the view from the different cameras. One can be from depth, one is taking width, one is taking height and all this part, or from a single camera. Now we have a single camera which is capturing the 3D images. So we can have multiple camera which is capturing different types of different images of a particular object from a different angle in order to give a 3D representation, or using a single camera in order to capture the image in order to form a 3D image of that particular objects. So now digitizing visual scenes. Now computer vision, the image processing stage, prepares the input image for a subsequent scene analysis. So first part of computer vision is the image processing stage, which prepares the input image, whatever the image has been acquired from a camera or any other capturing object for a subsequent scene analysis. It is just giving that particular image, how that particular image can be analyzed in terms of how we can analyze the scene in that. So it is just forwarding that image for the prepare the image for the subsequent scene analysis. Usually image processing result in one or more new images that contain specific information on relevant features of the input image. The information in the output image is arranged in the same way as the input image. For example, in the upper left corner of the output image, we find information about the upper left corner in the input image. So the thing is something, image processing में जो image दी, वो image को हम change नहीं करेंगे. We just analyze that image and want to predict what that particular picture wants to say. Say for example, if any vehicle moving towards me, so image is capturing that car is moving towards me. Now what result I have to take, what analysis is being done, that car is moving and it is coming to me. Now I have to take another direction because that car will hit to me. That is in a very fast speed. What can be the speed of that particular car at different location? I am clicking that position. So based on that particular image, I can predict the speed of that particular car. At how many hours or how many seconds or how many minutes it just come up to me or can bang up to me. So that is being recognized by means of computer vision. Image capturing is a part of the image processing. That goes on very fine. But analyzing that particular image in order to form a particular scene, that is a part of the computer vision. But while creating any scene or analyzing that particular image for any subsequent action, all the images, the part of the images should not be hampered from one part to another. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि image के अंदर suppose करो left part में कुछ traffic light दिख रही है, तो traffic light मेरे analysis के अंदर right side में चल जाएगी. It should be on the left side of that particular analysis part also. So that is the last part. The information, the output image is arranged in the same way as in the input image. The scene analysis stage interprets the result from the image processing stage. So the scene analysis stage, it is interpreting the result from the image processing stage. Its output completely depends on the problem that the computer vision system is supposed to solve. So that is the main vision. Computer vision take into the consideration what it has to perform, what it has to do, and based on the output part, it is just analyzing that particular image. जैसे हम लोग सी के अंदर बोलते हैं, पहले आउटपुट को डिसाइड करो तब अपना काम स्टार्ट करो. इट नथिंग लाइक कि आप अपने आप काम कर रहे हैं और आउटपुट आपको नहीं आ रहा है. वी हैव टू फोकस ऑन द आउटपुट. So that is the sorry. There is some interruption. So that is something the computer vision based on the output, based on the whatever it wants to say. Say for example, a car is moving towards me. So image computer vision based on the output that I have to detect what will the speed of that particular car, whether it is approaching to me, how many time it will take to come or bang with me. That three are the perspectives with which computer vision work on that particular image in order to solve that particular problem. So for example, it could mean number of bacteria in a microscopic image or identity of a person whose retinal scan was input to a system. So based on that particular output, it just decide whatever the action it need to be taken. In the following lecture, we will focus on the lower level, that is image processing technique and variety of scene analysis method and algorithm. So let's discuss one by one. So how does the computer vision work? See, this person is viewing this particular 3D image which having X, Y, Z image, it just visualizing it, and based on the visualization it creating the 2D image, because our computer works in only 2D images. It is not working on 3D images. 3D images is to visualize us. So it is just giving this 2D images, convert this into 2D images in order to get all the things whatever I like to do, and then convert might be into 3D images again. So how can we turn a visual scene into something that can be algorithmic process? Usually we map a visual scene into a two-dimension array of intensity. We just mapping visual scene into two-dimension arrays of intensity, of different intensity. In this slide I have already shown you what are the intensity. It is converting this particular, in this slide these are the intensity. So it is converting our 3D images in this particular intensity type, and based on this intensity what it is doing, it is just segregating it out in order to form the real image. So this projection we map visual scene into two-dimensional array of intensity. In the first step we have to project the scene into the plane. This projection can most easily understood by imaging a transparent plane between the observer and the visual scene. The intensity from the scene are projected onto the plane by moving them along the straight line from the initial position to the observer. Now they are moving from the initial place of the observer to the from initial position to the observer. Now they are moving from the initial position to the observer, and by this way the result will be two-dimensional projection of a three-dimensional scene as it is seen by the observer. So it is just creating the three-dimension image, converting the three-dimension image which is being seen by this particular person into two-dimension image in order to process this particular two-dimension image by means of computer vision to give a very fruitful result how this three-dimension image will work. So how does the digitizing visual scene is being done? Now when I'm saying converting three-dimension to two-dimension, that goes on very fine. Theoretically it goes on very fine, but practically how we are doing all this part? So obviously any 3D point XYZ is mapped into a 2D point by the following equation. These are the way how we are doing it by means of function f by z, and with x parameter this will give me my x coordinate, and this y coordinate by f function divided by my z, this depth function, and multiply by my y function. So this will be giving my y. So if I'm getting my x dash and y dash coordinate, this x dash and y dash, this is what I need for my pixel representation into 2D array. So how does the computer vision works? Now once we obtain the 2D projection of a scene, it is still not ready for storage in our computer. Now we are getting the why. What the reason why we are not still getting the storage for our for our system? Because it is containing many colors, and in two-dimension array we have only specific colors. So the image theoretically has infinite spatial resolution and an infinite number of colors. So it is having an infinite spatial resolution 3D images, whereas infinite number of colors which need to be converted into 2D type of images. So we will mostly restrict our concept of images to grayscale. Grayscale values usually have a resolution of 8-bit or 256 different values of color. So we have already deal all this part into graphics. In medical application we sometimes use 12-bit, that is 4096 values, or in binary images we use only 1-bit, that is 2 values, that is 0 and 1. So we just converting this particular infinite number of colors and resolution into grayscale, which is being used by the 2D images and into resolution of 8 bits, 12 bits or 1 bit, based on the type of application, based on the type of clarity into the images, based on the type of applications. We just divided into different grayscale images of different bits. We simply choose the available grayscale whose intensity is closest to the gray value color we want to convert. With regard to spatial resolution, we will map the intensity in our image into two-dimensional finite array, and in this way, the 3D images is being looked out by these parameters. These are the pixels 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 1, 0, 1, 1, and in this way these pixels are used to represent and convert my 3D images into x dash and y dash. And by means of this pixel, it will give me the 2D image of my 3D image by converting the entire images, by converting the x, y, z axis into x dash and y dash, and converting the infinite spatial resolution as the infinite number of colors into the grayscale images. Now, how the computer vision works? So the result of our digitization is a two-dimensional array of discrete intensity value. Notice that in such a digitized image function of I comma j, the first coordinate I indicate the row of a pixel starting with 0. The second coordinate j indicate the column of a pixel starting with 0. So this is show the row and this show the column. So I am just digitizing it in a m by n pixel array. The relation between the image and pixel coordinate given by the equation x dash equal to j minus n minus 1 by 2, where n is the row, n is the column, m is the row. So I minus m minus 1 by 2. So I and j, if I have a design image of I and j, so I can discrete, I can change it into the 2D form in this form. So level of computation, there are different level of computation in terms of computer vision. We have local level, we have global level. So what are the level of computation? As we discussed before, computer vision system usually operate at various level of computation. In the following, we will discuss different level of computation as they occur during the image processing and image analysis stages. We will formalize this concept by means of an operation O that receives a set of pixels and return a single intensity value that can be used to determine the value of a pixel in the output image. So how my pixel is being converted, that is being level of computation being done by means of operation 0, which receives a set of pixel. It's getting a set of pixel and return a single intensity value, that is it is giving a single intensity value that is determine the value of a pixel for my output image. We will look at operation at the point level, local level, global level, and object level. So these are the 4 levels. Point level, based on a certain reference point, I am just calculating the level of computation. Local level, I am taking my own reference as a local person. I am a user-defined level. Based on that particular level, I am segregating or intensify what should be my level of computation. Global level, at a global level, considering all the parameters at my particular surroundings, taking all that consideration by means of certain algorithm, I am taking the global level. Object level, based on certain object as a reference point, I am taking the object level. So these are the different levels of mapping by means of which we can find the level of computation for converting an input image to an output image into a 2D form. So what is the point level? So operation type, how we can convert by using point level. So I have a function bij using this operation point. I'm converting fij, faij. This means that the intensity of each pixel in the output image only depends on the intensity of corresponding pixel in the input image. So the intensity of each pixel in the output image, every pixel of my output image depends on the intensity of the corresponding pixels of my input image. So I am converting my input image into output image. So it is not the case that I can change the intensity from the input image to output image. I just converting the 3D format into the 2D format. So example of this kind of operation are inversion, creating a negative image, thresholding, darkening. Say for example, I want to make an image in case of camera, darkening, increasing brightness. I want to increase the brightness of anything. So all this type can be done by means of point level type of level of computation. Local level, in this case, I as a user define my own values. So operation type in this case, fa k comma l, where k comma l is the subset of n I comma j, where nij is the neighborhood around the position I comma j. For example, it can be defined as ni comma j is equals to u comma v, and this is a particular formula of for ni comma j. Then the neighborhood would include all pixels with a 5 by 5 square centered at I comma j. So the intensity of each pixel in the output image depend on the intensity of pixel in the neighborhood of the corresponding position in the input image. So example of this local level is if I want to do blurring or sharpening any image based on my particular reference point. So in that case, I can do with the means of local level. Global level operation type, this is a particular formula for global type for an m by n image where my k parameter should be between 0 to m and my l parameter should be from 0 to n. So my k and l these parameters should be within my particular column and particular row. So in that case, I am taking the entire, means the reference point, the reference point for my global label should be from the middle, from the entire part, from the entire row and the entire column part of my particular image. So the intensity of each pixel in the output image may depend on the intensity of any pixel in the input image. Example is histograph modification and rotating the image. Object level, this object level recognized by means of creating or taking a reference of any object. So the goal of computer vision algorithm usually is to determine properties of an image with regard to specific object shown in it. So it is determining the property of any image, taking a reference of a particular object. To do this, operation must be performed at the object level, that is include all pixels that belong to a particular object. Problem, we must use all points that belong to an object to determine its property. Say for example, my object is very large, so we have to take the reference of each and every point of that particular object in order to determine the property of that particular image. But we need some of these properties to determine the pixel that belongs to the object. While this seems effortless in biological system, we will later see that complex algorithm required to solve this problem in the artificial intelligence, something like deep learning, CNN, and all these algorithms are required for all this type of issues. Binary images are grayscale images with only two possible level of brightness for each pixel. Binary images using only black and white. So whether it is using one as white or zero as black, or anything like this one, because it is containing only two values. So binary images require little memory for storage and can be processed very quickly, because it is not aggregating in a very large manner. It's just segregating into 1 and 0, 1 and 0, 1 and 0. So it is very faster, but not very efficient, not very clear. So they are good representation of the object if we are only interested in the contour of that object, and the object can be separated from the background and from other objects. So there will be no occlusion. Now what is thresholding? Thresholding is a parameter. Say for example, giving an example I have given at the beginning of this particular slide over here, when I was saying, say for example, all the based on the different intensity, I am saying all the values below 40 are representing non-living objects. All the intensity value before 80, say for example, for below 80 are showing non-living objects, and all the values above 80 are showing living objects. So this is something that consists of the thresholding. So we are defining a threshold level, say for example 80, which says all the values which are below 80 are representing the non-living objects, whereas all the values which are above 80 are showing the real time or the living objects. So we usually create binary images from the grayscale images through thresholding. This can be done easily and perfectly if, for example, the brightness of pixel is lower for those of the object and those for the background. So giving an example, say for example, the pixel is lower for those of the object. Any object is having a higher or lower value than the threshold level, whereas the background is having the higher. So I can demarcate any object from the background part based on this particular threshold value. So this is how the thresholding works. Then we can set a threshold T such that T is greater the brightness value of any object. T, agar T se koi greater hai, then the brightness value of that object is pixel, and smaller hai the brightness value of the any background pixel. So background pixel ko represent karega. In that case, we can apply the threshold T to the original image Fi, j to generate the threshold image Ft I, j. So we can generate a threshold image by means of this, by means of setting out a threshold value and segregating all the images which are below it and which are above it. Based on that, we can segregate it out. Now, application of computer vision. So the application of computer vision are in different domains: pattern recognition, image processing, artificial intelligence, mathematics, physics, and signal processing. So I have already discussed this application, how it is being useful in all these part. in this slide, in terms of artificial intelligence, computer intelligence. So anything from the image, it is deciding. Now I can say, I can decide by means of artificial intelligence, by means of computer vision, by means of acquiring image, and by means of the analysis, it can do the computer intelligence. Robotic vision, in terms of control robotics, by means of vision of a giving the vision of a particular robotic, it can decide which direction need to take. Signal processing, in terms of signal processing by means of non-linear and multivariable signal processing. In case of physics, optics, anything, any refraction, how it can be done, what direction it need to be taken. Say for example, if I'm throwing the rays, what should it, which direction it should take. Imaging, smart cameras, any smart camera that is acquiring the image, and based on the prediction and based on the previous value, it can decide what direction I have to take, what reason I have to take, which is my background object, which is my bear, which is my cow and buffalo, and all these by means of smart cameras. Neurobiology, by means of biological vision, it can decide from the MRI, and all this part can be controlled and monitored. Even the robotics, now there are robotics arms by means of images. If the robotic arms are doing their own surgery, and this all being possible by means of computer vision. Mathematics, statistics, geometry, and optimization, all these things is being facilitated by, in terms of mathematics, by computer vision, statistics, based on the previous study, geometry, and machine learning, cognitive vision. So all this is being the use of the computer vision, and these are the application of the computer vision in different parts. Pattern recognition, how the pattern can be recognized, what pattern it would take based on the previous data, what would be its future action. That is the pattern recognition, what pattern it will take. Image processing, in terms of image processing, how to process the image. Say for example, now the car is moving towards me, now it will be coming in a very fast speed. So artificial mathematics, fitness, and all these are the applications of the computer vision. So example of computer vision, it can be used for object detection, image search, OCR, optical character recognition, face detection, explicit content detection, image classification, detecting brand logos. So say for example, giving a example, some example I am taking. Object detection, say for example, Apple in US में अभी नई टेक्निक चली है for agriculture part, they are just detecting the yield of a particular farmer. Say for example, there is the apple orchard, and the camera, by means of drone, it is moving that camera and over the entire field, and that particular camera is by means of computer vision is detecting how is the yield, what will be the estimated cost of that particular yield, what will be the number of expected yield they have produced, and what would be their net worth cost from that particular yield. So all these things can be performed by means of computer vision, by means of object detection, by detecting object. Over here the object is my apple. Image search, searching any image. Say for example, if I want to search any image from a moving object, even the police are used to recognize any image, capturing any image from a running video. That is the image search by use of computer vision. Optical character recognition, it's something recognizing any character. जैसे मैंने आपको बताया कि US के अंदर you need not to go to bank, you just click a photo of your particular check. From that particular check, that particular computer vision extract your check number. When you are signing it out, it is just extracting your sign, recognize it with your previous sign and with your face detection and all that. You need not to go to bank, and it is the amount is credited to your bank. So that is the optical character recognition. Face detection, now most of the people are familiar with it. We have the face detection. Based on the face, it can rely who is that particular person. Based on the database, it just detect eyes, nose, and all this part. Explicit content detection, as I already mentioned. Say for example, in a mall, if some person is coming and peeping into each and every vehicle, so it is just detecting this person is not authentic person based on the activity what it is doing. So it just informed to the all the guards that you have to move, and this is not the authorized person who is doing the right part. So this is something the explicit content detection, and so they can detect it out that he is not authorized person. Image classification, if you want to classify any image, say for example from an entire image of a jungle, if you want to detect, say for example, there are dogs, cats, there are wild animals, boars, and all this part. If you want to segregate them out, that how many number of boars are there, how many number of dogs are there, how many number of cats are there. So that is the image classification. Based on the entire picture, it just classify based on the image. Based on segregating the image part, it just segregate the different images into different parts, and just count out the number of that particular object, and just give the basic number, like how many they are. So detecting brand logo, say for example, if you are purchasing any clothes from any market, so detecting of any brand logo, detecting of any OCR code, barcode, and all these things can be done by using computer vision. So a short and very concise lecture. So any query? So you can see over here how the activities are being done. In this slide also, people are doing the exercise. So in this exercise, how the movement of their each and every joint is being performed. So by means of this particular vision detection, this computer, these images of each and every person is segregated by means of this particular lines, and it is showing how each and every joint is being working using this exercise. So which exercise should they adopt to for the movement of each and every part of their body. So these are the example of the computer vision. So any query? So there is one query, sir, can a CCTV camera falls under 1D vision? 1D vision, CCTV camera, yes, at say for example, if when I was working with a smart city project, I can share you one example. We are having a plan to implement the CCTV camera at a particular junction. So while implementing that particular camera at a particular junction, I have queried for the CCTV camera. So they say that implementing CCTV camera at a particular junction cannot be possible because CCTV camera is having a very long wave which is focusing on a particular road, on a state road. So in US and all other market, there are state roads. So over there, the CCTV camera works very fine. So if we are using CCTV camera for road type of purposes where the state road is there, so definitely CCTV camera fall under 1D vision. So I think I have probably answered your question, Kharak Singh Mehra, I think. Any other queries? Okay, thank you, Kharak Singh Mehra. Any other query?
Any other query?
Thank you, Kharak Singh.
Jitendra Jain sir are there? Jitendra Jain sir? Okay, Ankur sir, for your valuable information and knowledge.
Thank you, sir.
And we hope that we will use your knowledge in always. And thanks a lot, sir, for coming here.
Sir.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, Vishal sir.